everyone! It's time for us to go back to Megaman! But time for probably what is the longest intro scene rather than the entire series. Household robots, rock and roll, were created by Master Robot designer Dr. Light right in Japan, and were enjoying their peaceful days. Then one day, the industrial robots all over the world went on a rampage, and the world fell into total chaos. This is pretty much summing up the plot of Megaman 1, actually. Dr. Light realized quickly that the mad scientist, Dr. Wily, was behind the nefarious deed, but he didn't know what to do. Rock, having blue hair, apparently, and apparently is Astro Boy, a strong sense of justice, volunteered to be converted into a fighting robot, and thus the super fighting robot Megaman was born. Time for kick-ass music. Megaman shattered Dr. Wily's plans 3 times, and world peace has been maintained so far, but history repeats itself. Dr. Cossack, a mysterious scientist, has invented 8 powerful robots and sent them after Megaman. Megaman starts for the battle again. This time equipped with the new powerful Mega Buster. Yeah, technically speaking, what we were using in Mega Man's 1 through 3 was just a pea shooter, or power shooter, I believe. This is actually the Mega Buster, which is also what allows us to finally charge our weapon. Also, one weird sprite detail there is that Mega Man's hair was blue, but everything else, his hair is black. That's an odd little thing there. But anyway, it's time for us to head over to our first robot master, Toadman, and to like with Mega Man's 1, 2, and 3, or at least the replays of 1 and 2, I shall be reading their Mega Man and base bios. So let's see, Toadman, a brain-working robot. His weapon, the Rain Frush, causes strong acid rainfalls. Good point, good at science. Bad point, he's tone-deaf. Likes triple jumps, so he's a Mario fan, and dislikes Snake Man. And that's a big thing with toads eating snakes and such, it's weird. But yes, as you've noticed, I've been able to use the Charge Buster, which you use just by holding down the attack button long enough. It makes a very annoying alarm sound, which some people hate. I don't mind it. Anyway, in this first part of Toadman's stage, this rain actually does push you back when you jump, so watch out for that. Also, one thing I want to bring up really quick from that intro sequence, I mentioned that he actually looked like Astro Man. That's or Astro Boy, rather. Astro Man, someone from some other Mega Man game that I'll get to eventually. That's actually a fun little bit of trivia, because if I recall correctly, Mega Man 1 was actually originally supposed to be an Astro Boy game, but they couldn't acquire the rights completely, so they just made a guy who looked like him. And honestly, is better than him in every way, in my opinion. But anyway, from here on in Toadman's stage, there's another water gimmick. The water pushes you in the direction that it's pointing, and if you're underneath a waterfall, you can't really jump at all. And Mega Man 4 was also the game to really introduce a lot of mid-bosses to the game that don't have much sprite animation to them at all. In the past games, if there was a mid-boss, which was extremely rare, in fact, I don't think there was a single one, other than those, enemies that take around a third of your HP. However, they don't really move much, it's usually just their eyes or another part of their body that moves. And now we have the same one again! This one just shoots out bombs that can kill you, and its eyes can knock you into the pit, so watch out for that. And by the looks of it, I'm going to die, which is kind of saddening. Dying in the first part of a Mega Man game is kind of sinful to me. I'm not gonna lie. That hurts. That hurts. Then again, I have the excuse of not having played 4 in quite some time. I think the first time I played it, the last time I played it, rather, was, somewhere mid-2012. And that was on the Wii Virtual Console to begin with. I'm trying to remember what Mega Man games are available on the Wii U at the moment. I know the first 2 X games are, which I have to get back to doing X at some point, too. I love Classic, but I need to show some X some love. I've already done 0. ZX won't be happening for a while. because of the DS recording kind of thing. But anyway, now let's get past him. And we have this section. And when I say that I don't remember this game much, you're going to see that a lot because I'll be taking foolish hits that I really shouldn't be taking. In this first stage especially, because I was getting used to the momentum, which is... I'm not sure if there is a complete and total difference of the momentum from game to game, but since I play 6 so much, I'm used to how it controls. And I swear there's something slightly different. Maybe it's just the stage designs themselves. But anyway, it's time for us to face up against Toadman. He is probably the easiest boss in the series, I'm not gonna lie. What he does is that he jumps, starts that little dance animation, and then his attack will cover the entire screen, doing a good amount of damage to you. Usually every time you hit him, he's supposed to jump and do it again, but for some reason this is the first battle with him I've ever had where he just stood there like an idiot and kept on shaking his ass. Also, fun little sprite trivia about him, where you can see a bit of yellow on his sprite that's actually supposed to be white, but due to the color palette of the NES, they couldn't get it all the way, because I believe every sprite can only have, I want to say, 4 colors on it. So they weren't able to get the gray that they wanted for that shading, but fan hacks have probably fixed that for all I know. But with that, we're done here in Toadman stage. I never have to come back to this place again. And for beating him, we get his weapon, the Rain Flush. It goes up into the air and nukes the entire screen with rain. And we also get a Rush upgrade, which was the Rush Marine adapter, I believe. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we do have the Rush adapters back. They're not like they were in 7, they're just like they were in 3. Marine, Coil, and later on Jet. But anyway, now we're gonna head on over to Bright Man stage. Was going to light you up. That was a terrible impression of him from the animated series that ran back in the 80s. Anyway, Bright Man... let's see, Bright Man. He is equipped with his weapon, the Flash Stopper. 1000 watts paralyzes the enemy's function. Good point, he's an idea man. I see what they did there. Bad point, very talkative. Likes inventing stuff, and dislikes Knight's Neon. I'm not sure, because if I recall correctly, this database guide that I'm using is just a direct translation from the Japanese, so I'm not sure what the hell a Knight's Neon is. Unless it's literally talking about the neon that you see in the middle of a city at night. Anyway, get ready for a running theme throughout this game, the spikes. They will be all over the place through your adventure. Especially during the castle levels. Ugh. You know, some people don't like the sound effect that the charge makes when you're charging it, but I'm used to it by this point, really. As a guy who was introduced to Mega Man with the original X, I'm used to just holding down the button even when I shouldn't be. Those enemies were always a bit odd to me. You can't hit them until they start falling. Although, if I recall correctly, you can actually shoot the little stalks that are hanging on too. My door just closed. Wonder if my cat walked in. Anyway, we have this level's gimmick right here. Well, half of it, really. I missed talking about the other half earlier because of the freaking bio, but up here we get an E-Tank and Life. E-Tanks are the exact same as they were. The green platforms will go back and forth on their little arc, but the red ones will go only one way and then they will fall, so watch out for that. And the other half of gimmick that I technically could have talked about at the beginning of the level is that there are these two specific kinds of enemies, these red flying ones and the green ones on the ground. They will actually mess up the brightness of the level. If you shoot the red ones when it's light, everything will go dark. You can still see where those arc platforms are, but you won't be able to otherwise. And shooting the green ones when it's dark will light it up. Shooting either of the ones in their specific situation, though, will do nothing. Yeah, it's just a basic little on and off gimmick. Kind of like the on and off barrel gimmicks in the Donkey Kong Country games. I do like this song, though. Then again, this game's soundtrack, like many other Mega Man soundtracks, is completely kick-ass. Not the best one to me, mind you, but it's still pretty good. Yeah. You know that feeling that when you have a cough, like, stuck in your back of your throat, but you don't want to cough? That's annoying me right now. This player can get kind of treacherous if you're not used to the physics of a Mega Man game. And that... How did that not hit? I get... What the hell just happened there? I have no idea what happened there, but still, 2 deaths in 1 Mega Man part. And not only that's the first part, that's kind of shameful for me, honestly. I'm better than this, I know I am. Ah well, but anyway, it's time for us to fight against Bright Man. He is weak to the Rain Flush, which is why I'm going in a specific order, so get that out. Bright Man is actually very similar to Flash Man of Mega Man 2. He'll freeze time temporarily, and then he'll shoot his shots at you. They aren't a very easy to read pattern, though, and when he freezes time, you freeze even midair, so that's how you have to dodge it. And be careful with your Acid Rain if you're low on health going in here, because you have the exact amount of ammo needed to kill him. But if you have his weakness especially, he's not hard either way. He's a good first choice, actually. Obviously, I don't know why you wouldn't go for Toadman, because that was just pathetic, but either way. Anyway, for beating him, we get his weapon, the Flash Stopper. Yep. It's exactly like Flash Man's weapon, actually, from Mega Man 2. It freezes everything on screen in the level, and you can shoot your Mega Buster while doing so, which is actually a difference from the Flash Stopper, or whatever Flash Man's weapon was. You can actually shoot while using it this time, and we're actually already in the song that I use, the stage that has this intro song in it. Welcome to Pharaoh Man stage. Let me get his bio up. Pharaoh Man, a robot that investigates ancient Egyptian pyramids. He's followed by 1,000 slave mummies. Good point, has potential to be a hero and leader. Bad point, ladies' man, weak to beautiful women. Likes treasure and dislikes disturbing graveyards. Also, fun little fact, you can actually jump over this pit to get an extra item over here. And the thing is, Pharaoh Man in the animated series was actually a bit of a badass for a moment. Because in the original animated series, Mega Man actually got Pharaoh Man's weapon, and he just didn't care. He just punched Mega Man right in the face. All the other Robot Masters were like, "Oh no, you have my weapon!" And Pharaoh Man was just like, "Screw you." I would insert the clip, but I'd rather not go and get that right now. But anyway, what we got there was the balloon item, I believe. It's pretty much item 1 from Mega Man 2. It allows you to float upwards for a short period of time. Yeah. I had to remember to drink water before recording this. My throat is dry of all kinds right now. Then again, I'm also talking surprisingly slowly for once. Ah, well. Anyway, the second part of, Desert Man. No, he's Battle Network. Pharaoh Man stage, rather. You have these guys, which of course move when you jump on top of them, and you have these mummies, which you can only damage the body of, so watch out for that. You also have blue fire in the background. That has to be hot. You know, it's times like this I wish I had a good PS2 and GameCube emulator so I can play the, Anniversary Collection, so I can have the L and R buttons to use for these, but, oh well. Anyway, Pharaoh Man is pathetically weak to the Flash Stopper, so get that out. Pharaoh Man likes to jump around and shoot his Pharaoh shot at you. But when you use Flash Stopper, he gets frozen in time, and you can just shoot his toe over and over and over and over again. Actually, when Some Call Me Johnny actually did a review of this game not too long, well, actually got 6 months ago, he actually made a hilarious animation for this. I recommend you go look up the Mega Man 4 review he did purely for that animation. It's hilarious. But he's not that hard of a boss with his weakness. He's probably the easiest boss in the game with his weakness, honestly. And for beating him, we get the Pharaoh shot, I believe. Yeah. But I'll go over what that does next part. But with that, I'm actually going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time, if I recall my order correctly, we'll be going after Ringman. See you guys then.